Today I'm joined by Shahid Mughal. He's the CEO of Invotech. Shahid has spent nearly 2 decades helping companies turn complex ideas into real-world technologies, from early concept through funding, development, and commercialization, with a strong focus on AI, robotics, and disruptive innovation. With Oceanology International 2026 approaching, this is a great moment to talk about what really drives innovation in ocean technology and what the industry should be paying attention to right now. Shahid, very welcome to our interview today.
Thank you, Joachim. Good to meet you.
Every innovation starts with a spark or a challenge that just wouldn't let you go. What was the driving force behind Invotech that still makes you and your team get up every morning to push the boundaries of ocean technology?
Well, what gets us up in every morning? Yeah, I tell you what, some of those mornings are a little bit harder than other mornings. Um, but I guess for us, it really started with sort of a very simple frustration. When you look at maritime and energy sectors, we kept seeing people put into these dull, dirty, and dangerous environments just to keep some of this critical infrastructure running. Um, and I think the thinking there was that there's got to be a better way. Why are we putting people in these horrible conditions? There's got to be a better way. So what we did is we set out to build sort of robots that could take on some of this work in sort of these extreme marine environments to really keep people out of harm's way, and whilst making sort of operations faster, more reliable. And I guess that's the mission that gets us up every morning. It's pretty much why sort of Invotech exists, is to keep people safe, keep people out of harm's way, and let some of these machines do some of this work.
Before we dive deeper, maybe you could hone in a few bars on what services and products you're offering with Invotech.
Yeah, sure. So in terms of services and products, so our flagship product is a product called the Amphibian, which will be on display at the Oceanology conference in March. Um, Most of our products, Joachim, are really, like I said, are really built for these what we call dull, dirty, dangerous environments. So it's Amphibian is one of them. We have another product called Buscado, which is sort of a lighter version of Amphibian, which will also be at Oceanology, and that's sort of for very tight, confined spaces. Um, in terms of services, of course, we build and sell these machines, but what we're also starting to do is develop an inspection as a service model, where we then go out and provide some of these services around inspection. So mainly with the Amphibian, and if you're looking at sort of marine infrastructure, it's around cleaning, inspection, maintenance of ship hulls, oil and gas installations. So it might be jetties or pipes and whatever else. And then again, another area that we're really looking to get into is monopiles. So offshore wind inspection and cleaning of monopiles in offshore wind.
That focus on solving real stubborn industry problems leads us very nicely to the question of impact. So you're bringing fresh approaches to a demanding industry. If you had to explain to a visitor in just 2 sentences why your technology will make their operations safer or more efficient, what's your absolute game changer here?
I guess the absolute game changer, Joachim. I think it's pretty much straightforward, right? So for us, I mean, to answer that question, I mean, we build robots for inspection and maintenance of this infrastructure, right? Um, and I think for us, the game changer is really our promise to sort of operations in the sector, which is to reduce downtime with absolute safety and zero risk to human lives. I think that's kind of the game changer for us. So what really sets our technology apart is that it just doesn't automate the task. It enables work to be done where humans either can't or shouldn't be exposed. So that shift from risky manual operations to safe autonomous ones is, I think, where the real value is. So yeah, in answer to your question, in that 1 sentence, I would say that the game changer is the promise that we sort of usually discuss with partners, which is reduce downtime with absolute safety and zero risk to human lives.
When a solution is that clearly positioned, choosing the right place to present it becomes critical. So the Future Tech Hub at Oceanology International 2026 brings together some of the most exciting innovators in the sector. So why did you choose this specific stage to showcase your work, and what does being part of this ecosystem mean to you?
For us, Oceanology International, I think it's really the place where sort of global tech ocean community sort of comes together under one roof. And for us, the Future Tech Hub is where I think you're going to find innovations that are moving the industry forward. And so for Invotech, it's almost like the perfect stage, especially considering where we are in terms of our business life cycle. So for us, it's not just about showcasing our work, it's about being part of sort of bigger conversations that are really shaping the next decade of marine technologies, of marine operations. And for us, Oceanology, again, we feel that it's the people that we need to speak to. That's where a lot of the community is going to be. I think the energy around innovation, the energy around innovation at Oceanology. We have attended the event previously as a participant, not as an exhibitor, and I think just the energy and the creativity and sort of some of the disruptive technologies and conversations you have, we sort of felt that this year that's exactly where we want to be, which sort of led to us making the decision to exhibit.
Of course, events like this are not just about talking, they're about experiencing technology firsthand. And reading specifications online is one thing, but seeing technology in action is another. What can visitors expect to see, touch, or experience live at your stage that they simply can't get from a website?
Sure. So Joachim, I mean, we are hoping to bring some of our platforms with us to Oceanology. So visitors at our stand will get to see the robots up close. The systems we've built specifically for those dull, dirty, dangerous environments I was mentioning earlier. And what visitors will get to experience is kind of a bit of a hands-on demo. We obviously can't recreate some of these marine conditions at the Oceanology floor, but there'll be plenty of opportunity for live hands-on demos. There'll be live data, a chance to really see and understand how the machines grip, how they move, how they work on these complex structures. And like you said, it's one thing to read about it, but when you see the capability in person, then hopefully it clicks instantly. So yeah, I mean, I think lots of opportunity to actually get up close and personal with the robots and to actually play around and maybe drive them around a little bit.
Excellent. That hands-on element really connects today's innovation with tomorrow's operations, which brings us to the bigger picture. And looking ahead to March, apart from your own presence at Oi2026, what's the one conversation or trend you are most looking forward to at the event, and why should no one in our industry miss that gathering?
I guess a little bit of it is personally to Invotech and to us. So one of the big shifts that I'm particularly excited about is the move towards autonomy, full autonomy. And I always tend to sort of somebody mentioned it to me before that at the moment where we are with robotics, it's like we treat the robots like kids. So we're constantly watching over them, right? So even though we say it's autonomous, we still watch over them. And I think for me, the next phase of that development will be to start treating robots like teenagers. So we expect them to get on and do the job, but every so often we know that they'll come short, and we have to be there to sort of pick up the pieces. So for me, the big shift that I'm excited about is the move towards full autonomy. I think the other thing is the predictive data-driven maintenance. So being able to predict failures rather than spot the failure when it's there. So being able to predict rather than react to failures and to maintenance issues. So we're really going from sending people out to react to problems to really deploying robots that give us continuous insight and actually prevent issues before they occur. So for us, that transformation we feel is happening pretty fast, and I think Oceanology I think it's a great opportunity to see that sort of firsthand. If you're involved in offshore energy or any maritime operations, then yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward to some of the technologies that are going to be on display. And I think the big shift around autonomy and predictive maintenance is sort of where we see sort of the next big trends.
All right. Very interesting. Shahid, thank you so much for sharing these insights and for giving us a clear view of what innovation really looks like in practice. And thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you, Joachim. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.